Tsunami of store closures ahead in 2021 and 2022. Why 2021 is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for you to capitalise on. I'm going to share with you 5 reasons that this is a golden era to be in property or business. I'm going to share with you specific examples of these opportunities and where you can find them, and give you 4 factors to confirm this massive opportunity is not a figment of my imagination. And if you stay tuned to the end, I will share with you specifically how you can benefit from this. Simple steps that you can take now. 5 reasons this is a golden era to be in property. Number 1, inflation. A couple of months ago, I did a video about Rishi Sunak's budget, and in that video, I stated it was designed to drive inflation. This was confirmed in a further video with Adam Lawrence here, where we discussed that house price inflation will be running at 8 to 10% plus per annum from here on in. This week, the Nationwide Building Society confirmed house price inflation has just exceeded 10% year on year. Now, because house price inflation is running at more than 10% and general inflation is running at slightly under that, that gives us an opportunity to benefit by investing in residential property. But do we want to go out and buy that residential property at market prices, or would we rather make significant profit creating residential property by repurposing older buildings? Now, if we look at the long-term trend in residential property, back in 2005, the average annual house price was just over 6 times average annual salary. In 2008 to 2012, that dropped below 6 times, down to around 4.5, 5 times. Where we're at today in 2021 is average house prices are 6 times average wages. Therefore, we're on a long-term average. But why and how can we make massive profit? Well, let's take another look at another market. Commercial. I'm big in commercial, and I love investing in commercial property, either to keep as commercial or to add significant value and convert to residential. Now, there is a massive opportunity right now in commercial property. The reason there is a massive opportunity, recently I purchased a property as an example where the pound per square foot was £2 per square foot of commercial space. I converted that to residential and uplifted the value of that £2 a square foot space into hundreds of pounds a square foot, only spending tens of pounds per square foot. Therefore, there is a big opportunity to look at commercial property. This is made even easier with the new permitted development rights. And I did a video just here with Linda Wright on these new permitted development rights and why they offer you such a massive opportunity. Now, I'm going to say some controversial things. Drop comments if you disagree with me, or drop comments if you agree with me. And I'm going to give you specific examples of these commercial properties in just a moment, so stay tuned. The other opportunity that is out there, number 4, is that the government have set themselves a target of creating 1 million new homes by the next election. The government are pushing a lot of emphasis on creating new homes and making planning easier to achieve, hence the new permitted developments. And the 5th reason that this is a golden era is during the last 12 months, over £200 billion has been saved by investors into their private savings accounts. That is Bank of England statistics as published. Therefore, if there is £200 billion of cheap money available, which banks are lending and private investors are lending into the property sector, it gives you a golden opportunity to capitalise on. Now, I mentioned there are 4 factors which are going to confirm this massive opportunity. Factor number 1, there is £2.9 billion worth of commercial rent arrears. That is commercial landlords who are owed rent after the last 12 months of rent deferrals. That is putting significant pressure both on the commercial landlords, but there is also significant pressure now on those people who have deferred their commercial rents to catch up the payments. The court systems are just opening on the 30th of June to hear commercial rent arrears recovery processes. So under the CRA process, landlords will be able to seize back their properties much quicker if tenants do not pay their rent. A number of commercial tenants have already gone into administration, so this is reason number 2. If I name a few examples that are household names that you will have already seen fail: Jessop's, the photography shop, Edinburgh Woolen Mills, Paperchase, Bon Marsh, the Arcadia Group, which is Topshop, Dorothy Perkins, Burton's, Miss Selfridge's. Peacocks have failed. Jaeger, that well-known underwear brand called Victoria's Secret. We've got 1 in 7 shops on the high street that is currently empty. That is 5,000 empty shops at this moment in time. Now, in conversations I'm having with commercial agents, I am aware of at least 1,000 more shops coming to market. Not only do we have retailers who have changed their business models, some of which are going out of business, but firms that use offices also have a massive opportunity. Now, if I look at the legal sector, just take one sector that uses offices, the legal sector. Companies such as Linklaters, Freshfields, Allen & Overy, Slaughter & May, Clifford Chance have all publicly stated that they are going to encourage their staff to split their time working between the office and home. They have given between 50 and 60% of the time where they can work at home. Now, that's a huge amount of time that if they're not in the office, that office space is surplus. If the office space is surplus, they therefore require less space to lease, and therefore, because they require less space, that creates more commercial buildings which you can use the permitted developments I referred to earlier to convert. And finally, we've also got various court cases that have recently been concluded against Boots, Cineworld, Sports Direct, Mecca Bingo, Fragrance Shop, to name but a few. And they have basically been told by the courts they must pay up their commercial rent arrears. We've then got organisations like Virgin Active who have also taken a different stance with regards to what they can afford to pay under their rents and gone into compulsory restructuring of their affairs, CVAs, compulsory voluntary arrangements. That is 4 reasons why there is a massive opportunity ahead for you to seize. Now, I said I'm going to help you to take positive steps to capitalise on these opportunities. Now, my very good friend Ranjan Bhattacharya has laid on Saturday morning at 9 a.m. a free workshop sharing the detail behind all of these changes that are happening now and how you can capitalise on them. Now, I've dropped the details in the text below as to how you can register by clicking the link to this free webinar. It is a webinar where he will give you all of the knowledge that you need to be able to join the dots to capitalize on this. It's something I would advise you do not miss, because this webinar has changed the lives of hundreds of people. And very shortly I'll share with you an interview with one of those people whose life it has changed. But for now, stay tuned, hit that like button, comment if you agree or disagree with me, and feel free to share with your friends this video on how they can also capitalize on this market opportunity.